Daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island. Yeah.
Understand where cortisol comes from. So cortisol is your body's secreting a chemical that is reacting to a perceived stress. So it's either you're having a stressful environment in your life, or sometimes it's internal stress, like you've got a toxic load that's going up, or we see cortisol go up when people like go and work out, even something just as simple as working out. So cortisol will rise according to either an external stress or an internal stress, or sometimes both of those. And it's not just the adrenal glands that are secreting cortisol. There is a whole team of organs that are responsible for this cortisol secretion. And that team is what we call the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, or otherwise known as the HPA axis. Today, I'm going to really address 3 different steps, or 3 different things that we see that you need to keep in mind if you want to regulate cortisol, and in order to bring insulin to a more regular place, to bring insulin down, okay? So I'm gonna switch over to this picture here.
When I thought I had it all figured out, when I thought I was getting a wrap on my weight loss, now I understand. I was wrong.
I have lost 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, and put it right back on. It has stressed me out to see that I can fit in my clothes one day and then a month later I can't. It's so easy to just consume food all day and not see where it's going until you actually put on some clothes and you realize you can't fit it. I'm only making things harder.
Tired. You recording me now? Yeah. Because I'm trying to fuck.
Bunch of fat ones thrown up in there, like, yeah, you have this many rolls, or yeah, I don't eat as much as you do, yeah, I know you're gonna finish your plate.
This is my cortisol story.
This man stresses me out, and he's always my excuse to just not care about myself. That I'm not worth anything, but I am. And I have to keep reminding myself that I do not have to deal with this. I do not have to keep putting myself in these positions as if I deserve to be punished by something. That's God's job. I should not be punishing myself just because I want to make sure everybody's happy besides myself.
I fell for it again, thinking that we have an opportunity, like we could probably work on it out. Like, why is it taking you so long to stop? So he stopped, but then he started rubbing his body all over. I'm starting to feel smaller and smaller while he's doing all this. And I'm just like, why am I allowing this to happen? And it's just happening. Like, I don't cute, just stop. Just stop, just stop.
I've had many opportunities where I should have just, knew better. And I know better, and then I'm still sparing people and still giving people chances. And they don't deserve any chances at all from me. But yet I keep doing it. And it's hurting me. It's not hurting anybody else but me, and I keep doing it, and I'm so upset with myself because I keep doing it. Oh my God.
1,000,000%. You can't pour from a cup that's empty, but you have to keep showing up. I am my only supporter, and I am their supporter, and I love my kids with everything that's in me. They mean everything to me. This is my responsibility.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Sick right now because my roof sounds like it's about to fly off. And it's horrible. This is to hold my roof together because my roof is like, I have to get that fixed. This is real life stuff. You see that? Okay. My struggle is real. I've been going through a lot for a long time since I found out I was pregnant with my 4th baby. And yeah. And this has led up to me not being able to fix things in my car because I was without work. And I'm still without work. Excuse my car though. Like, it's gonna get fixed eventually, or I'm gonna end up getting another one. So I just got in a car crash. I just hit a wall on my way to work. And I did a whole U-turn, smashed the whole front of my car, and I'm still driving it. Why am I still alive? I did have to take water from my pot because I didn't have hot water during that time. I have a case going on me with DCFS. It involves me not having gas in my house as well. I've not been able to pay bills sitting at home in the cold. DCFS will not let us go home in spite of me having heaters at home. Just like, when can I get a break?
Yesterday was very stressful. It started off okay. I made my breakfast. I was ready for the day. Then I got a phone call, and it destroyed my whole emotions, and I was stressed out the whole entire day. And the crazy part is, I am still stressed out.
In spite of all of this, I was still trying to lose weight.
Remember, all fat is your body is storing excess. It's just putting the excess toxins, putting the excess insulin, putting the excess cortisol in a place other than your organs. It saves your life by putting it into fat.
After all this, you would have thought that I would have paused on trying to lose weight because it wasn't working. Have not been great on the emotional eating because I'm stress eating, and now I have to find a way to balance things because obviously I have to put a title on it so I can feel like I'm going somewhere with it. You saying I'm not going to lose weight? Because I did just step on a scale the other day and it said 268. I lost 8 pounds. Then I gained a pound and I lost a pound. So am I maintaining my weight? That's what you're saying? And to know that there is other things I can do besides eating. I am a wreck. 100% a wreck. And it's so much stuff going on in my life and I can't get a wrap on it. I can't. And I'm trying my best to be the best person I can. But I feel like I can't 100% do that when I don't know what steps to take. I'm throwing too much on myself at once, trying to get everything done at once, and it's not my normal. It's not gonna always be like a good moment. So I'm still going through that process of seeing how can I handle it. I've been going through stuff all year and I've just been like, I'm stressing out. So that's the reason why I can't lose weight, because I keep eating this stuff and it makes me feel good. So I'm just gonna have to just worry about it another year or something. But I'm ready now. I don't know what came over me. Everybody goes through this. A lot of people go through this. I won't say everybody. A lot of people go through this stage where they feel like they don't know what to do. Nothing is working. I just have to go through this journey so I can better myself. And once I actually dive deep in, things will become easy. I know it's more than just about eating. It's what's going on in my life. I'm not okay. I'm not gonna pretend like I am, because I'm not. So I'm just gonna focus on me and focus on what I need to do to better my life. And I'm gonna do better each day. It's going to get easier. But if I'm piling everything in one spot, I am not going to pick up half of it. Physically, I'm not taking care of myself. And how can I take care of myself eating healthy if I'm not really taking care of myself? For me to do one thing is to do everything. And I start thinking about everything. And I overwhelm myself to the point where I don't even want to do it no more. It's just too much to think about. You know, I want to keep making these decisions as if I don't have another choice, and I do. The only way this will end is if you begin to address everything right now.
I'm not saying go out and change your relationships. But I'm asking you, what I'm seeing so much as I'm out there talking to you all at conferences is that so many of you are turning on yourself in that moment. You're thinking that it's your fault, that it's not working for you, so therefore you're feelings of guilt and shame, and some of you are boomeranging back into food to try to get that dopamine rush because you're saying horrible things to yourself. And when it comes to weight loss, we have to remember that you cannot lose weight when chronic stress is around. Now, many of us have experienced acute stress where something traumatic happens and all of a sudden we drop a whole bunch of weight. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about chronic, everyday, go stress mixed with situations in your life that are no longer working for you.
Wait, now I see. It might have taken me way too long to realize that there is no such thing as perfect. Expecting to just do everything is either all or nothing. Stress will be always in my life. Small things, big things, they're going to be there. But you have to educate yourself and understand that it is not your fault. It is not your fault. But you also have to open your eyes and know that yes, it's not going to be perfect. But I can try to handle it as much as I can. And once you open your eyes to that, simply knowing that the stress won't leave 100%, you'll then learn how to manage your everyday life, taking care of you in a sense of strategy. And then you'll be like, wow, I can see now. I do have this. I can address these things. And no, I don't have to try to lose weight right now because there's bigger fish to fry right now. But I can still make sure that I'm okay mentally, because if I'm not okay mentally, this will never work.
So in order for you to start to regulate this insulin, you've got to come over here and regulate cortisol.
Now that I'm getting stronger, I should be able to deal with this kind of stuff. And I feel like because I'm taking it head on, I can actually be able to feel everything and do everything I'm supposed to do and address people that need to be addressed and cut people off that need to be cut off. I cannot wait to leave. I need something that looks better, that feels better, and that doesn't remind me of things that are triggering to my trauma. So, I just have a different feeling right now. I don't know what is coming over me today, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it as a win. I'm not gonna bash it and be like, why though? Like, I should be eating. Like, I don't want to have that in my head. I had enough of that already. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to be happy. But I went to my job interview and I got the job, and I'm so happy I can do something about my life. You may not be in control of every single thing in your life, but you have control of what you can control.
Initial phases, cortisol is really helpful. We're primitive, right? So cortisol was meant to be able to get us to run from a bear when we were in the cave person days. It was meant to get us to run when we were in a perceived danger. In this day and age, it's doing it all the time when you perceive a danger, that something like your boss putting extra work on your desk that needs to be done in a certain time period. So when cortisol gets secreted, your mental clarity improves, your energy improves. It's actually a beautiful thing. And when cortisol goes up, then blood sugar will start to go to the muscles and your body will be able to move and go into action. If you're struggling to get insulin under control, you know you've had trauma in your life, then honestly, your job is to start to heal this HPA axis. The other thing I want you to know about the HPA axis that's really important is that oftentimes toxicity can throw this axis off. And it basically means you're getting cortisol secretions at bizarre times during the day. And usually it happens at 2 or 3 at night. We call it cortisol dysregulation.
My baby died on me, like complete. The engine is gone. And I hate this place. 10300 South Doty is I'm free from the history of that car and everything that came with it. I will not repeat it. I will learn from it. I will make better decisions. I will put myself first. I will love myself. I will be happy. I will not let anybody control my life or thinking I don't have any choices. When every choice that I make is mine. Every decision that happens is because of me and not because someone is making me. I am of value. I love myself. And I have to take care of myself. Letting go of history that's trying to continue. What this means right now. I love you, but I have to let you go. So teary right now. I ain't even gonna lie. I had Sabi when I had this car, and I had a lot of turmoil that came with it. And I tried to hold on. But as I end one journey, I started knowing, and it's coming. The good and the bad. Goodbye. And welcome to the start.
Most of the time, this has a toxicity issue. As toxins come up, then all of a sudden they settle into these parts of the brain because there's no blood-brain barrier, and so then they start to throw off this axis. So if you feel like you're stuck in that cortisol loop and you can't get out of it, I want you to pause, just take a break, and I want you to come over here and I want you to start to heal this axis.
If you're watching this and you're carrying heavy pain, pressure, people, you're not alone. I tried to lose weight while carrying trauma, while walking through stress that never seemed to end. And nothing worked. Not the workouts, not the diets, because my body wasn't the enemy. The stress was.
And then if you know you've had a deep-seated trauma and NET, there's some really good like therapy techniques that will help move you out of that fight or flight.
When your cortisol is high, your body clings to everything. Fat, water, fear. It's not betrayal, it's protection. So don't beat yourself up for not shrinking. Start listening to what your body's trying to tell you, what it's been trying to say. I had to learn to stop running. I started feeding myself peace, giving myself space. I stopped forcing things to move before I was ready. And when I did, my body softened, my mind quiet. My weight started to leave because I wasn't in survival anymore. So if you're here now, overwhelmed and wondering why it's not working, breathe, slow down. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just carrying too much. Give yourself what you need, not what Instagram says, not what guilt demands, what you need. Because healing doesn't always look like hustle. Sometimes it looks like spinning in your living room, cooking a meal with your own 2 hands, and finally, being free from what tried to break you. This is your reminder. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to chase peace. You just have to choose it. That's what I did. And if I can do it through all of this, so can you.
daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight and